14 years after Horatio lowered his sunglasses, the real stories began. Behind the fame, the CSI Miami cast faced secrets, losses, reinventions, and choices no script could predict. In 2026, their lives reveal a different kind of truth. But what really happened when the cameras stopped rolling? David Caruso was born on the 7th of January 1956. He played Horatio Kane, the composed and relentless leader whose sunglasses became a symbol of certainty in a chaotic world. When CSI Miami began in 2002, Caruso was 46, stepping into a role that would redefine his legacy after years of uneven momentum in Hollywood. Horatio wasn't just solving crimes, he represented control. A man who believed every mystery had an answer waiting to be uncovered, no matter how buried. That precision came from somewhere deeper. After a turbulent career before the show, Caruso brought a quiet intensity that felt earned, not performed. The result was a character who rarely raised his voice, yet dominated every scene with presence alone. Across 232 episodes, he became the face of justice itself. But when the series ended in 2012, Caruso made a choice few stars dare to make. He vanished. No interviews, no roles, no return. By 2026, at 70, he remains absent from Hollywood. In a career built on revealing truth, he became a man defined by silence. Horatio always had the final word, but David Caruso chose to leave without one. Condi Alexander was born on the 4th of September 1957. She played Dr. Alex Woods, the medical examiner who saw more than bodies. She saw stories waiting to be honored and voices that could no longer speak. At 45, when she joined in 2002, Alexander brought emotional depth into a world driven by science and procedure. Alex didn't just examine victims, she spoke to them, humanized them, and reminded viewers that behind every case was a life interrupted. That empathy became her signature. The cause of her impact was restraint. She never overplayed emotion, which made every moment feel authentic. The effect was powerful. She grounded the show in humanity. Off-screen, Alexander mirrored that control. She kept her personal life entirely private, refusing to let fame define her identity. After leaving in 2009, she transitioned into acclaimed roles in Treme and Scandal, proving that selective work builds lasting respect. By 2026, she stands not as the most visible, but as one of the most respected. In a show surrounded by death, Alex Woods gave dignity, and Condi Alexander built a career on the same principle. Meaning over attention. Adam Rodriguez was born on the 2nd of April, 1975. He played Eric Delco, the skilled diver whose emotional depth made him one of the most relatable figures in CSI Miami. At 27 inches, 2002, Rodriguez represented a different kind of strength, not authority, but vulnerability shaped by experience and inner conflict. Delco made mistakes, struggled with identity, and constantly tried to balance logic with emotion. That made him human in a world often driven by facts. The cause of his connection with audiences was authenticity. The effect was lasting. Viewers didn't just watch Delco, they understood him. His relationship with Kali became the emotional core of the series, proving that even in a world of crime, connection still mattered. After the show ended, Rodriguez refused to be defined by one role. He expanded into film with Magic Mike and later into television with Empire and Criminal Minds. By 2026, at 51, he has built both a steady career and a grounded family life. Eric Delco searched for balance, and Adam Rodriguez ultimately found it beyond the spotlight. Eva LaRue was born on the 27th of December, 1966. She played Natalia Boavista, the DNA analyst whose past was as complicated as the cases she worked. When she joined CSI Miami in 2005 at age 38, Natalia brought vulnerability into a world that rarely slowed down for emotion or reflection. Her character carried trauma, secrets, and resilience, making her one of the most layered figures in the series. The cause of that depth came from LaRue's ability to balance strength with fragility, allowing audiences to see both the damage and the determination. The effect was a character that felt real, not just written. Natalia's struggles with trust and identity mirrored real life. turning her story into something personal rather than procedural. Off-screen, LaRue's life reflected similar transitions, including multiple marriages and a gradual move toward privacy. After the show, she continued working steadily in television, including soap operas and Hallmark productions. By 2026, at 59, she remains active but selective. Natalia Boavista was a woman rebuilding after damage, and Eva LaRue's journey proves that rebuilding is not about starting over, but moving forward with what you've survived. Rex Linn was born on the 13th of November, 1956. He played Frank Tripp, the no-nonsense detective whose grounded presence balanced the intensity of the CSI team. When he joined in 2003 at age 45, Linn didn't rely on dramatic arcs or emotional extremes. He relied on consistency. Frank wasn't flashy, but he was dependable, the kind of man who didn't need attention to prove his worth. The cause of his lasting appeal lies in that reliability. The effect was subtle but powerful. Audiences trusted him without question. In a show filled with chaos, Frank Tripp represented stability. Off-screen, Linn followed a similar trajectory. His career remained steady, with roles in Better Call Saul and Young Sheldon, never fading but never chasing the spotlight either. Later in life, his relationship with Reba McEntire brought renewed warmth and visibility. By 2026, at 69, Linn represents something rare in Hollywood: longevity without controversy. Frank Tripp didn't demand recognition, he earned it quietly. And Rex Linn's story proves that sometimes the strongest presence is the one that never needs to raise its voice. Sofia Milos was born on the 27th of September, 1969. She played Yelena Salas, a woman defined by loyalty, sacrifice, and unresolved love. When she appeared in CSI, Miami, in 2003, at age 34, Yelena brought emotional tension into Horatio's otherwise controlled world. Their connection wasn't built on passion alone, it was shaped by history, loss, and choices that could never fully be undone. The cause of her impact was restraint. She didn't rely on dramatic outbursts. Instead, she carried emotion through silence, through looks that said more than dialogue ever could. The effect was a storyline that lingered long after her scenes ended. Off-screen, Milos followed a similar path of control. She kept her personal life intensely private, rarely allowing the public to see beyond her work. After the show, she moved between European and American productions, choosing artistic range over constant visibility. By 2026, at 57, her career reflects independence rather than mainstream dominance. Yelena Salas was a woman who lived with choices she couldn't change, and Sofia Milos built a life where control replaced uncertainty. Jonathan Togo was born on the 25th of August, 1977. He played Ryan Wolf, the ambitious newcomer who entered a world that demanded perfection but rarely forgave mistakes. When he joined CSI, Miami in 2004, at age 25, Ryan represented growth, raw, flawed, and constantly tested. He wasn't naturally confident. He had to earn his place, and sometimes he failed. The cause of his connection with audiences was that imperfection. The effect was relatability. Viewers saw someone trying, struggling, improving just like real life. Ryan's journey from uncertainty to competence became one of the show's quiet arcs. Off-screen, Togo's life followed a similar pattern of recalibration. His marriage ended after a few years, and he shifted focus toward fatherhood and steady work rather than chasing fame. After the series, he appeared in various projects but never returned to a major leading role. By 2026, at 47, he remains active but deliberately low profile. Ryan Wolf spent his time proving himself, and Jonathan Togo's story shows that sometimes the real victory isn't recognition, but resilience. Bo T. Bliss was born on the 23rd of October, 1975. She played Maxine Valera, the DNA technician whose quiet intelligence helped solve cases without ever demanding the spotlight. When she joined in 2003 at age 27, Maxine wasn't written as a central figure, but she became essential through consistency. The cause of her presence was designed. Some roles are meant to support rather than lead. The effect was stability. She contributed to the team's success without dramatic storylines, proving that importance isn't always loud. Off-screen, Bliss made a choice that set her apart from many actors. After marrying film editor Blair Hayes, she gradually stepped away from Hollywood, choosing personal life over public visibility. By 2026, at 52, she has largely left acting behind. In an industry that often equates success with staying relevant, her decision feels almost radical. Maxine Valera worked behind the scenes to keep everything running, and Boti Bliss chose a life where she no longer needed to be seen to matter. Her story reminds us that fulfillment isn't always found under the spotlight. Omar Benson Miller was born on the 7th of October, 1978. He played Walter Simmons, the tech-savvy CSI who brought a fresh, more expressive energy into the later seasons of CSI, Miami. When he joined in 2009 at age 31, Walter represented a shift from the original tone towards something more dynamic and human. The cause of his appeal was personality. He didn't just process evidence. He brought humor, warmth, and individuality into a team often defined by restraint. The effect was a subtle evolution in the show's rhythm. Off-screen, Miller followed that same adaptability. After the series ended, he transitioned successfully into comedy with Ballers and the Unicorn, expanding his range beyond procedural drama. His personal life remains notably private, suggesting a deliberate boundary between work and identity. By 2026, at 48, he stands as a respected character actor across genres. Walter Simmons helped move the show forward, and Omar Benson Miller's career proves that evolution, not repetition, is what sustains longevity in Hollywood. Megalyn Echikunwoke was born on the 28th of May, 1983. She played Tara Price, the young CSI whose brief time on the show hinted at potential that never fully unfolded. When she appeared in 2008 at age 25, Tara represented capability mixed with inexperience, a character still finding her place. The cause of her limited impact wasn't talent, but time. In a series already established, there was little room for deeper development. The effect was a character remembered more for possibility than presence. Off-screen, Echikunwoke built a steady career across television, appearing in Arrow, The 4,000, 400, and Almost Family. Her high-profile relationship with Chris Rock brought public attention, but she later returned to a more private life. By 2026, at 43, she continues working consistently, even without a defining breakout role. Tara Price was a character who never reached her full potential, and Megalyn's journey reflects a different truth. Success doesn't always come from one defining moment, but from the ability to keep moving forward. Christian Clemenson was born on the 17th of March, 1958. He played Dr. Tom Lohman, the medical examiner who stepped in after Alex Wood's departure, bringing stability rather than replacement. When he joined in 2009 at age 51, Clemenson wasn't trying to recreate what came before. He offered something different. The cause of his effectiveness was precision. He understood the role's function and delivered it without excess. The effect was continuity, ensuring the show maintained its structure during transition. Off-screen, Clemenson had already built a respected career, highlighted by his Emmy-winning role in Boston Legal. After CSI, Miami, he continued working steadily in television, never chasing fame, but consistently delivering strong performances. His personal life remains intensely private, reinforcing a pattern among seasoned actors who prioritize longevity over exposure. By 2026, at 68, he stands as a reminder that success in Hollywood often comes from knowing exactly where you fit. Tom Lohman wasn't the most emotional presence, but he was necessary. And sometimes, that's what lasts. Alana de la Garza was born on the 18th of June, 1976. She played Marisol Delco, the woman whose brief presence created one of the most emotional turning points in CSI, Miami. When she appeared in 2005 at age 29, Marisol brought vulnerability into Horatio's otherwise controlled world. Her illness and eventual death weren't just plot devices, they were emotional fractures that changed the tone of the series. The cause of their impact was contrast. In a world driven by logic, Marisol represented what couldn't be solved, what couldn't be saved. The effect was lasting. Her story gave Horatio depth beyond authority. Off-screen, De la Garza followed a very different path. She built a strong and stable career, starring in Law & Order, FBI, and other major series, while maintaining a grounded family life. By 2026, at 50, she remains a consistent presence in television. Marisol Delco was a reminder that not every battle can be won, and Ilana de la Garza's journey proves that strength is not about avoiding loss, but continuing forward despite it. Rory Cochrane was born on the 28th of February, 1972. He played Tim Speed Speedle, one of the original CSIs, whose sudden death shocked audiences early in the series. When he joined in 2002 at age 30, Speed represented skill, loyalty, and a quiet confidence that didn't demand attention. But his defining moment came from something small, neglecting to maintain his weapon. The cause was minor, almost forgettable. The effect was permanent. His death became one of the show's most powerful lessons. Even the smallest mistake can carry irreversible consequences. Off-screen, Cochrane's departure freed him from long-term television constraints, allowing him to move into film roles in projects like Argo and Black Mass. He chose a quieter career path, maintaining privacy and avoiding Hollywood excess. By 2026, at 54, he continues working steadily, often in critically respected roles. Tim Speedle was the man undone by a single overlooked detail, and Rory Cochrane's journey suggests that sometimes leaving early creates more control than staying too long. Emily Proctor was born on the 8th of October, 1968. She played Callie Duquesne, the ballistics expert whose intelligence, warmth, and emotional strength became the heart of CSI, Miami. When the show began in 2002, she was 34. Bringing a balance of precision and compassion that grounded the series. Callie wasn't just defined by her expertise, she was defined by her empathy, often serving as the emotional bridge within the team. The cause of her lasting popularity was that balance. The effect was consistency across all 232 episodes, making her one of the most beloved characters. Off-screen, Proctor made a decision that contrasted sharply with her success. After the series ended, she stepped away from acting, focusing on family, design, and philanthropy. Her long-term relationship, without marriage, reflects independence rather than expectation. By 2026, at 58, she remains largely outside the industry. Callie Duquesne was a woman who always found answers, and Emily Proctor found something rarer, a life where she no longer needed to search for them. Eddie Cibrian was born on the 16th of June, 1973. He played Jesse Cardoza, the detective whose brief time on CSI, Miami left a complex and unfinished impression. When he joined in 2009 at age 36, Jesse brought intensity and experience, but his storyline never had time to fully develop. The cause was timing. Entering late in a long-running series left little room for deep integration. The effect was a character who felt transitional rather than foundational. Off-screen, however, Cibrian's life became far more visible than his role. His affair with Leanne Rimes created widespread media attention, turning his personal life into public narrative. The cause was personal decisions. The effect was long-term scrutiny. Yet over time, that controversy evolved into a stable marriage that endured. After CSI, Miami, he continued acting in television, maintaining a steady presence. By 2026, at 53, his career remains consistent, though forever linked to that defining chapter. Jesse Cardoza arrived late and left early, but Eddie Cibrian's story proves that real life often carries consequences no script can predict. Kim Delaney was born on the 29th of November, 1961. She played Megan Donner, the lieutenant who appeared briefly in the show's first season before exiting early. At 41 inches 2002, Delaney brought authority and credibility to the role, but her time on CSI, Miami was short-lived. The cause of her departure reflected both creative direction and personal challenges behind the scenes. The effect was a character who faded before reaching full potential. Off-screen, Delaney had already achieved major success, including an Emmy-winning role in NYPD Blue. However, her later career became marked by inconsistency, shaped by personal struggles that affected stability. By 2026, at 64, she remains a figure defined by both talent and turbulence. Megan Donner was a leader who never had the time to fully shape her story. And Kim Delaney's journey reflects how even strong beginnings can be altered by forces beyond control. Her story stands as a reminder that in Hollywood, longevity is not just about talent, but about balance. Before we close, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next untold story from Hollywood's past. Because CSI, Miami was never just about solving crimes. It was about time, choices, and consequences. Some walked away, some endured, and some changed forever. In the end, their legacy reminds us, fame fades, but the life you build after it is what truly defines you.